There's no way this is real. The other day I was enjoying my Starbucks, but then I saw this. A $500 coffee made by a robot in Japan. Being the coffee expert I am, I knew I had to try this right away. So I booked my flight and headed to the airport. After my 14-hour flight, I got off the plane and there it was. As soon as I placed my order, the robot got right to work. The technology was so advanced that it was working at lightning speed. It even told everybody to
subscribe.
And once it was done, it brought my drink to me. And this is amazing. Best coffee ever. This was unbelievable. My dad and I have always loved ice cream sandwiches. And today we're gonna find out the difference between the lowest and highest rated ice cream sandwiches. We started off with the lowest rated one. It was described as awful and even multiple reviews saying that they would never eat this again. These were horrible. Definitely a 1 out of 10. And my dad's stomach agreed. So I headed to a famous spot known for having the best ice cream sandwiches in the world. And they even come inside of a donut. And the moment we've all been waiting for. These were amazing. A solid 9 out of 10. Every time I go to the movies, I always get popcorn. But the last time I went, it just wasn't hitting the spot. And then I got an idea to sneak a 5-star meal into the movie theater. My plan? Buy a baby carrier, order a 5-star meal from one of the top-rated restaurants in LA, and cover it to make it look like I have a baby. Genius, I know. So far, so good. I walked up with confidence, and they totally let me in and didn't even question it. This was the best movie I have ever seen because I was able to enjoy a 5-star meal while watching.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ben Azelart and I have beef. Let me explain. I checked my mail and saw that YouTube sent me my diamond play button. But when I read the back, it said,
Ben Azelart?
They sent me the wrong one. So I went to Ben's house to tell him that YouTube made a big mistake.
Ben, look, YouTube sent it. That's mine.
And that's when this happened.
What the?
So we both called YouTube and they said
they won't give me another one until I pass you in subscribers. That's not gonna happen.
I had to do whatever it would take. My first idea was to buy a Hollywood tour bus and drive all around LA telling people to
subscribe to Topper Joe.
After driving around for hours, my subscriber growth was still slow. I'm not gonna pass Ben at this rate, so I needed to go to my favorite place on earth to cheer me up. And then it hit me. I made a deal with the Transformers that they couldn't refuse.
You have a deal.
Subscribe to help me pass Ben. I'm the first YouTuber to get their own official drink at Starbucks. The other day I ordered at Starbucks and they told me that this was my 10,000th drink order, which puts me in their top 100 customers in the world.
Perfect.
I've tried every syrup, every type of milk, every topping. I even call myself the Starbucks King. And I have confidence that this is the best drink ever. So I emailed Starbucks to see if they would give me my own drink on the menu. And after waiting what felt like forever, I got an email and it read,
Dear Topper, we would love to give you your own drink at Starbucks, but you must have 20 million subscribers first.
Subscribe.
She couldn't even tell the difference. My grandma and I love Starbucks, but sometimes it's a little expensive. So my goal is to get her addicted to cheaper coffee. I started by rushing over to the nearest McDonald's to grab a $1 coffee. I then went to Starbucks and stole an empty cup to disguise my McDonald's drink. I then picked up my grandma and took her to Starbucks. I told her the coffee was on me. She liked that. While my grandma was waiting for her drink, I took the McDonald's coffee and put it in the Starbucks cup. We then went outside and I made the switch. She then took a sip of it and I had to be the first person to try this.
Dobrik's Pizza is now giving a golden pizza from their secret menu if you have a pizza tattoo.
So I knew what I had to do. I have successfully been able to get a golden burrito from Chipotle and a golden Big Mac from McDonald's. So now it's time to see if I can successfully get a free golden slice of pizza from David Dobrik's Pizza Restaurant. To do this, I had to reach out to a professional body paint artist and explain to her exactly what I wanted. It took hours to paint this slice of pizza onto my stomach, and we had multiple distractions along the way. After what felt like an eternity, the pizza was done and it was time to pay the body paint artist. Then I rushed over to Dobrik's and waited until it was my turn and asked, I heard that if I have a Dobrik's pizza tattoo like this, I get a free slice of golden pizza. Is that true? I then nervously waited until they called my name, and it worked! It's a golden slice of pizza! The other day I was wondering, what actually happens to your poop after you flush it? Well, I have nothing better to do, so let's find out. I started by grabbing an AirTag and making an apple smoothie. Get it? Anyways, I drank the smoothie and waited until it was time. This AirTag was about to embark on a journey it did not know was possible. It was now time to track it. This thing was traveling way faster than I expected. It has to be moving through the pipes or something. I followed it around LA until I ended up here. And just as I was about to give up, I realized it never left my body. I was tracking myself all day, bro.
What is it? What?
Mr. Beast sent me this mystery box. The other day, my doorbell rang, and I opened the door to find this mysterious safe sitting outside my house. Clearly sent from Mr. Beast himself. What could be inside? I needed to find out. I tried throwing the safe, hammering the safe, using a drill to try and get it open, but still no luck. I will stop at nothing to find out. When all of a sudden, the doorbell rang, and this time there was a key outside my house, with a note attached to it that read,
Sorry, forgot to give you the key. Signed, Mr. Beast.
but the key was bent. What am I? Oh. There's another one. So I used the key and opened it. At first there was nothing interesting inside, but then I came across these notes. Here are the pickles, because I was a few pickles short on my last Mr. Beast burgers. And the second note read, call me. I called Mr. Beast, and he just told me how cool he thought I was. These changed my life. We all know Crocs have two modes, chillin' mode and sports mode. And I'm always running late, so that got me thinking, can putting my Crocs into sport mode actually give me a speed boost? Well, I guess it's time to find out. So I grabbed my favorite Crocs and headed to the nearest speed testing location. After stretching and warming up for a bit, it was time to put these Crocs to the test. I started with my Crocs in chillin' mode. My first couple attempts ended Crocless, but I figured out how to keep them on and finished 100 meters in about 15 seconds. Now it's time for what we've been waiting for, sports mode. Instantly, I felt weightless. I finished 100 meters in 12 seconds. That's way fast.
Let me see.
Oh my god! Tyler! What is it?
Hey, baby.
Hey,
What's up? What are you doing?
cleaning.
Cleaning?
Just doing the dishes.
Baby, is this your sponge?
Yeah, what?
Is it possible to draw a dotted circle? I doubt it, but I'm not gonna stop until my dotted circle looks like this. My first attempt looked like this.
An eggplant.
Just like it's impossible to draw a dotted circle, it's impossible to like and subscribe at the same time. After trying every way I could think of to draw a perfect dotted circle, and I mean literally every way, it still wasn't looking good. So I did my research and saw
It's all in the pressure.
I had to apply the perfect amount of pressure and rotate my arm like a clock. This was actually so close. Before I mastered my dotted circle, I had to challenge my friends. So I showed them the technique, and we got to work. Brandon tried. Tori tried. Joe tried.
What is that? That looks like the dirty bubble.
Shutters was so close,
That's pretty good. Okay.
but finally, I won! This is Prime, and this is Gatorade. Today we're gonna see which one of them will survive the highest drop. First, we have 1 foot. No damage done to either drink. Now we have 5 feet. The Gatorade already has a pretty big dent, and the Prime looks a little beat up, but definitely in better shape. Time for 10 feet. Gatorade this time actually looks pretty good. There's still a big dent, but the Prime bottle completely ripped. This is way closer than I thought it was going to be. Now time for the biggest drop of them all. 20 feet. We have our winner by knockout, Prime! This was the worst celebration ever. The other day, I decided to throw myself a 16 million subscriber party. I started by making these invitations and mailing them out to all my friends. And then I went to the store to get all my favorite decorations for the party. This was gonna be lit. I needed everything to be perfect. Once I purchased all the decorations, I rented out the largest mansion I could find for my epic party. And then I started setting up. Everything was coming together so nicely. Now it was just time to wait for all my friends to show up and join the party. They had to be here any second. 3 hours went by and I was starting to rethink if anyone actually likes me. And I was starting to feel hopeless until my best friend showed up.
Loser!
And that's why...
How many wood boards can me and my dad kick through? One down. Like it's nothing. 2 boards. Now we got 3 boards. Let's go. 6 boards. 10 boards. 20 boards. Subscribe if you think my dad's gonna win, and like the video if you think I'm gonna win. Subscribe! 30 boards. It's 30. There's no way. How did you do that?
There's... Oh, okay.
I found these ridiculous coupons online and wanted to put them to the test starting at Starbucks.
I have a coupon that says if I give you a crock, I get 2 free Starbucks drinks. Is that true?
I have never seen that coupon.
You've never seen it?
That's a dirty crock too.
It's dirty?
This coupon could have actually worked if the Crocs were brand new. Time to move on to our next store, Dunkin' Donuts.
I have a coupon that says if I give you guys a free tire, then I get a free donut.
He had to show the coupon to the entire team, and it was totally valid. Now it's time for our final coupon, McDonald's.
I have a coupon that says if I give you a potato, I get french fries.
After the manager reviewed it, it totally worked. Have you ever wondered how much money it would cost to buy every single gumball in a gumball machine? Well, luckily, I have nothing better to do, so I'm gonna figure this out for everybody. Besides, how long could it take? I started in a great rhythm, quarter after quarter, making great progress. And before I knew it, I already had 20 gumballs. But after doing the same thing over and over, this became exhausting. I realized I was going to be here a while, but I wasn't going down. And after hours of hard work, I figured out it cost $189.50 for an entire gumball machine.
100 pin bowling challenge. Let's do this. 52.
53. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
Yeah, it does. What are you saying?
51.
I saw that.
Easy 100.
No. Wait. What are you doing? What are you doing?
21.
What are you doing? You have to pick those up.
Trick shot. Take 2. 69.
I'm the LeBron James of bowling.
Let's go.
91, baby.
Make me cry, win $100.
Once I was 2 and I came back from my dad's and then like my pet fish died and they had to flush him down the toilet.
Your videos, like every time I watch them, they make my day. I'm subscribed.
You're subscribed? You're not gonna make me cry, but here's $20. Make me cry and win $100.
You're never gonna hit 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
You know, here, just take the money. Dude, why does everybody say that?
I can't open these pickles.
You're so cute. You want to?
Yes.
Ready?
Come on, you can do it, obviously. You can't.
Ow! Baby, hold on. We have gloves. We're fine, okay?
You wanna try? Okay, fine. You can try. Go for it. Coley, it's not gonna work. That thing is like.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah. Seriously, Hopper. It was that easy.
Okay, I loosened it. I'm gonna take this notebook into a 5-star celebrity restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently. They sat me down immediately and had water waiting for me. Right away, I took out the notebook for the waiter to see and started my critiquing process. I think it was working because I was getting pointed out by their staff. I then placed my order.
May I please do the chicken Milanese?
And they brought out the food so fast. It has to be because of the notebook. I have never tasted anything this delicious before in my entire life. Does it always taste like this? Or is it because I have the notebook? I think I see the manager talking to the chef. I started taking detailed notes and was about to ask for the check until the manager walked up to me and said this.
We have a surprise for you.
You have a surprise for me?
Our famous lobster golden pizza.
I couldn't believe my eyes. And then they sent out every single dessert on the menu. After this incredible meal, the waiter dropped off the check and it was completely free. I've always wanted to do this. This morning, I woke up and went to shower, but then realized my building's water was turned off. I was totally crushed, but then it hit me. It's raining outside. The plan, make a giant sign that says splash me, then grab my soap and Crocs and go outside for my free shower. Oh my God. This was totally working and it's completely free. Yeah! I feel squeaky clean. How long does it take to bake cookies in a hot car? Today it is blistering hot and over 100 degrees outside. So I knew I had to test this out. Now we just sit in the car and wait.
How much longer?
It's barely been an hour and the cookies look like this and I look like this.
They're not even done cooking. What do we do to make the car hotter?
I have an idea.
This isn't gonna work! After another 2 hours went by, the temperature in my car was only rising. And then it hit me. I don't even have to be in the car to see them cook. I was so hot that I started to hallucinate.
Subscribe to Topper Guild.
5 hours had now gone by, and it was time to check on the cookies.
All right, let's see how these look. Oh my gosh, they're actually super cooked.
Mission accomplished. How big am I? I'm actually 5'10", and today we're gonna find out how many bottles of Prime it takes to reach my height.
1 bottle.
This tower was already getting tall. I wonder how many it's gonna take.
5 bottles. 6 bottles.
From the top.
7 bottles. How is this staying?
This tower is getting tall.
I'm still taller than it. Hurry up, it's falling. Okay, 10 bottles. Oh. Oh, it's taller. No. No. Oh.
Bruh.
What, wait, what was that? Oh. No, it has to be done.
Bruh.
Oh! That was pretty good. That was close. Oh! No way, he got it. How many wood boards can me and my dad get through?
Bruh.
That's 1. Yeah! Too easy. 2 boards. Yeah!
Bruh.
4 boards. Yeah!
Bruh.
Yeah! 7 boards. Oh, yo, this is getting harder. Oh, I did that better than you.
Bruh.
10 boards. 12 boards. All right. Oh, let's go.
Bruh.
For the win. Yeah, let's go.
The world record for the longest kiss is 58 hours, and today we're gonna break that. Since I finally have a girlfriend, I was ready to take on this challenge and become the next world record holder. Everything was going perfect until we got hungry. It then became very obvious there was no way to drive and go get food like this. So we had our friend give us a ride. It was a little awkward, but we managed to get through it. We got to the restaurant and then ordered, but then we faced our next obstacle. How can we eat? So we just got a milkshake instead. So after this, we decided to go to the mall and do some shopping. And everybody and they mama was staring at us. And after walking around for what felt like forever, I got a call from my friends. They really wanted to go ice skating, and my girlfriend wasn't too happy about that. So I promised her I would get her some flowers after. Which probably wasn't the best idea.
Three, two, one. Okay, bro. Yo, you think you can do that blindfolded?
Easy.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here, throw this on.
Come on. You know who I am, bro?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Ryan! Bro, that's already so impressive.
Too easy. Make it go faster.
You want it faster? All right, ready? I'm gonna hit it.
Let's go.
Oh my God, go! Oh my, bro, this is insane.
Let's go. Woo!
Oh, bro, that was a close one. Oh my God!
Let's go!
The other day, I found out that if you put a ring of salt around a Tesla, it makes the car temporarily unable to drive. And that left me with the idea of finding a random Tesla owner to test this theory on. And luckily for me, there was a Tesla parked right next to me. I found my target. So I patiently waited for him to get out of his car and walk away from it. It was go time. We had a small window of time to get this done before he came back to his frozen Tesla. Once we finished placing all the salt, it was time to wait in the car and get his reaction. After waiting over 2 hours,
Oh my gosh, he's coming, he's right there.
he was finally coming back to the Tesla. I've never seen anybody so confused.
Oh my gosh, yo, he's going to the car. It's not gonna work, it's not gonna work.
He's literally not gonna be able to drive.
Wait, what? It doesn't work?
I was hanging out with my shoddy, and I noticed that she had this weird attraction to Fiji water.
I'm gonna get a water.
Okay.
So when she got up to go get a snack, I chugged all of her Fiji water and replaced it with Arrowhead water to see if she was a true Fiji water fan. I carefully placed the Fiji bottle in the exact same spot. And when she got back from the kitchen, she had no clue.
You know that's not Fiji, right?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. I switched it out.
We're done.
This was a dumb idea. Today my goal is simple: to break the law and get arrested. Why? Because the other day I saw the most beautiful girl to walk this earth, and she was a police officer. Obviously I asked for her number.
It's 911.
But there's no way I was gonna give up just yet. And that's when I realized the only way she was gonna give me the time of day was if I got arrested. I waited for her to check me out and jaywalked over to her.
I just jaywalked. Time to arrest me.
Honey, I don't arrest for jaywalking. But, here's a ticket.
It was time to step up my game even more. It's illegal to park within 10 feet of a fire hydrant. So I made my next move.
No, looks like you still have space.
Are you serious?
I have to figure this out. So as I was drinking water, I purposely littered. Yes, it's totally working.
I'm gonna need some backup.
Backup? Hey, what are you doing? No, I picked it up.
And that is why I just got banned from Disneyland. Let me explain. As you guys know, I am trying to reach 20 million subscribers, and I have tried some absolutely crazy things to do so. Disneyland's maximum capacity is 5 million people, and strange enough, that's how many subscribers I am away from 20 million. So I knew what I had to do. I went to Disneyland with all my friends, and we all wore shirts telling people to subscribe to Topper Guild. But that wasn't working, so I tried to get more attention by yelling,
Subscribe to Topper Guild!
but the subscriber growth was still too slow. I was starting to give up, but then it hit me. I put subscribe to Topper Guild where everybody at Disneyland could see it. It was working. I was gaining thousands of subscribers a minute until this happened. They kicked me out. And have you ever wondered what would happen if you set off every single alarm in the Apple Store? Well, today we're gonna find out. I started by playing it cool and gaining their trust, but this was taking forever. So I had my friend Steven distract them while I went to every single device in the Apple Store and set the alarms for all the exact same time. I was becoming very nervous, so I had to do something calming. It was now showtime.
The alarms are about to go off.
The alarms were going off in 3, 2, 1. People in the store had no idea what was going on, and the employees were so confused. And that's when I got caught.
No! 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 Yes! No! Holy no! Holy no! 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 Oh no! Yes! Ready? It's over. Yes! Am I holy? Oh!
Topper, what are you doing?
I'm just fixing the Lambo. Give me like 1 sec.
I know, but I thought we were gonna go.
We are. We're gonna go in 2 seconds. Just here. I'm getting a really bad glare from the sun, and it's making it hard for me to see. Can you shut the gate?
Okay, can you move your arm?
I'll move it in 2 seconds, Sabrina. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay, I'm gonna close it.
Okay,
You better move your arm though. I'm telling them we're gonna be late right now. Topper, move.
The other day, I had the world's most expensive gold steak. And this got me thinking, is there actually a difference between the most expensive steak and a $1 steak? Well, today I'm gonna find out. I ran over to the nearest steak restaurant and brought my $1 with me. I scanned the menu and quickly found out that the cheapest steak was over $1,000. I contemplated giving up on this challenge, but then remembered, I have nothing better to do. So I went to the 99-cent store and found my $1 steak. I then got home and put it in the microwave. As I waited for it, I had to mentally prepare by doing yoga and becoming at peace. Was this steak gonna taste like absolute garbage? Or was it gonna be as good as that gold steak I just had? One way to find out. The steak was now ready, and now for the moment we've all been waiting for. This was amazing! So I was hanging out in my living room, and I came across the craziest video of somebody playing with their PS5 inside their Maybach. And then I remembered, I have a Maybach. Well, something like that. So I grabbed my PS5 and ran over to my car as fast as I could. I put the PS5 down, made sure it was safe, and plugged in all the wires. For the moment of truth, it didn't work. What could be wrong? 2 things. This isn't a Maybach, and I forgot to plug it in. So I bought 1,000 feet of extension cord to make sure this would work. And for the moment of truth, it worked! Oh my god! Today I'm gonna figure out how many steps are on an escalator. How many steps could there be? 100,000? 20 million? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. My first thought was to stand still and try and count the steps one by one as they were moving. And that did not work. I then tried walking up and down and counting, but every time I thought I had the answer, more steps would appear over and over again. This seemed endless, but then it hit me. If I put a piece of tape on the first step I count, I would know how many steps are on the escalator. This was totally working. The answer was near. No! I was about to give up. I was crushed until I thought of my best idea yet. To Google it. How many steps are in an escalator? 50. Mystery solved. I can't believe this happened to me. The other day, I was at the park when I saw the cutest squirrel, and I needed to take a photo of it. As I reached for my phone, it fell out of my pocket right through the storm drain. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was crushed, but then realized I had to get my phone out of the drain. So I had to use my resources, my gum and my shoelace. As I tried to get the phone, the gum wasn't sticky enough, and the shoelace wasn't sturdy enough, so I needed to find some stronger support. Attempt number 2, the stick. After carefully lowering the now more so chewed gum, the stick wasn't long enough. So now for my final attempt. Finding a $5,000 magnet off the internet in hopes of getting my phone back. After I met up with the guy and got the magnet, I lowered it down and... I got it! I got it! It was totally working! Oh, let's go! I did it! But then realized that the magnet completely wiped the phone and it doesn't work anymore. I was having the best day ever until my phone died. I had no way to create my content. But then I realized I have this, a solar panel phone charger. Both my phone and the charger are dead, and the only way for me to get home is Uber. The sun is already charging it, but I need to get closer. Then I got an idea. I went to the nearest lifeguard tower as fast as I could, but it still wasn't charging fast enough. And then it hit me. I had to get as close to the sun as I possibly could. And now for the moment of truth. Oh my god! It's working! Today I am going to the worst rated restaurant in my city. My goal is to leave a 5-star review for this 1-star restaurant. But the only rule is I can't lie. Seeing the 1-star reviews online or the police helicopter circling the building, it was safe to say I think this might be my hardest challenge yet. Walking in, I thought this place didn't look so bad. They even had a chair to hold the door for new customers. Oh, how polite. I was then seated and asked for a Coke. But they brought me a water. However, Coke is unhealthy, so they were just looking out for me. 1 star. It was now time for some food. They had pizza, sushi, roast chicken, but I decided to go with a simple meal. My utensils didn't really work, but I guess eating with my hands is more fun. This tastes exactly like my lunch from school. Definitely a star. And finally, I went to the bathroom and it was decorated with fine art all over the walls, which gives this place total character and charm. So, star. Time to get out of here. The best star of them all was meeting all my fans. Is Starbucks a scam? My grandma and I love Frappuccinos, but they're super expensive. So today, I'm gonna make a $1 Frappuccino to see if it's better than the average one at Starbucks. Let's get frappin'. So first, I got the freshest milk I could find. Then I added chocolate syrup, some espresso, ice, and then some chocolate chips. And you can't forget 1 pound sugar. Perfect! It's time to put it to the test. I took my grandma to Starbucks and told her we were gonna try their new Frappuccino. But in reality, I disguised my drink to look exactly like a Starbucks Frappuccino. It's time to see which one is better.
Which one's better? Thanks. Today I'm gonna be busting myths at the world's most expensive theme park.
So for this first one, in Harry Potter world, we all know about their famous butterbeer. But if you ask for the...
Can I please do 1 Ruby Wizard? Thank you so much.
They bring this out.
Oh my gosh, dude, no way.
Myth confirmed. Next, in Simpsons Land, I heard that you can trade a massive donut to one of the workers and they'll let you cut the line.
Is that true? Yes, thank you so much.
Myth confirmed. I couldn't even believe this final one. In Jurassic World, there is a myth that all the dinosaurs on the ride are made of real dinosaur bones. So I had to ask a worker.
That is awesome. So yeah.
Myth confirmed.
How many layers of tinfoil can a human get through? Yeah! 1 is nothing. 5. Yeah! Oh my God! 5 was close. Now we got 10. Now time for 20. Let's do this. Oh! Whoa! That was close. 50 layers. I'm pretty nervous about this one. Let's do it. Oh! Whoa! Bro, this is thick. 100 layers. Here goes nothing. That counts! Next, we have 1,000 layers of tinfoil. Oh boy, here we go. What is on?
My girlfriend Hannah has been acting really suspicious recently, and I think she might be cheating on me. So I am going to use this AirTag to track her. As the day went on, I paid attention to her location, and then realized she was at another guy's house. I'm gonna have a word with this guy. Turns out, it was her grandpa's house. Oops. But as I kept looking at where she was going, I still had a feeling that I couldn't trust her. As the day went on, her location changed to 5 guys? There is no way I am letting my girlfriend hang out with multiple boys. Once I got to the location, I realized it was just the restaurant. But I still had a weird feeling. And that's when I saw she was headed to the park. So I had to see what was going on. And I saw her writing a letter. It had to be to her secret lover. And as she was leaving, she dropped the letter and didn't even notice. It was finally time to catch her. The letter read,
Dear Topper, I'm so sorry, but I have terrible news to confess. If everyone watching likes and subscribes, I'll tell you the truth.
I never thought this was possible. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to dunk, but I've never been tall enough to. And that's when I got an idea to do some research and find out the secret to running faster and jumping higher. And that's when I found these shoes called Jumpman. I had to get my hands on a pair. Luckily, I found them at a shoe store close by and paid $10,000 for them. They even had this guy dunking on them. It was time to put them on and start stretching because there was a myth that stretching makes you taller. Let me tell you, some of these stretches were not easy. I think I pulled a hammy on that one. It was now time to put the Jumpmans to the test. So I ran at the hoop with my full force, jumped, and...
Oh, let's go!
Hey, super random question for you guys. When's the last time you've been to Disneyland? 38 years ago? Yeah. Well, I actually have 2 extra tickets with me today. Do you guys want to come with me to Disneyland?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow. Magnanimous of you.
Yeah, you guys want to come?
Yeah. We'd be honored.
All right, come on, let's go.
Wow. go, boys. There you go. Cheers. Woo! What'd you think of the ride?
Man, that was great. I only had to change my underwear 2 or 3 times.
Here you go. Of course.
Thank you so much, Topper, for today.
Really?
You brought back so many
A
great
lifetime of
memories.
memories in one day.
Of course, guys.
I feel 99 again.
So I was scrolling on my phone and saw all my friends were doing such cool stuff over the weekend. Like traveling, partying, driving supercars, and even meeting their favorite YouTubers.
Missing out on everything.
My problem? I don't have friends. I didn't get a single text this weekend, and I was bored out of my mind. I knew what I had to do. Make everybody jealous. So I rented a Hollywood movie set to fool people into thinking I was taking a private jet across the world.
All right, bro, get off me. Got the
Then I set up a green screen so I could convince people that I landed in Paris.
Just made it to Paris, guys. Yeah.
My plan was totally working. Everyone was believing I was cool. This was the best day ever. Even my dad called me.
Hey, Dad. Are you in Paris? Yeah, I just got here. It's incredible.
That's funny because your location says you're home.
And just like that, my plan fell apart. My phone started blowing up. Everyone knew I was a fraud. What I learned? I will never be cool.
Oh my God, Coley!
What?
Coley, I messed up, baby.
What was that sound?
Coley, I really messed up.
Oh my God! Dad!
No, Coley, don't. Coley, Coley, don't get your dad.
What are you doing?
Ralph, I'm so sorry.
What? Oh my God, Topper! What the heck?
I'm so
Forget it, man, not again.
There's no way this is true. Why does every toothpaste commercial say
#1 brand recommended by dentists.
there's a million dentist recommended toothpaste? How can we trust them? Today my goal is simple. To walk into every single dentist office I can find and find out which is truly the most dentist recommended toothpaste.
Sensodyne. Okay.
This was going pretty well so far. I went dentist to dentist to dentist and received different responses.
What toothpaste do I get?
After hours of traveling, I ran out of dentists in Los Angeles. So of course, I took to the streets to get some more data. I asked people in the toothpaste sections of stores.
Hi, what type of toothpaste do you recommend? I use Sensodyne.
And even found a guy whose brother was a dentist.
Colgate? Yeah. Perfect, thank you so much.
And finally got the answer that Crest was the most dentist recommended. This is a Starbucks, and around the corner is another Starbucks. Today, my goal is simple: to start some beef.
Hi there. Can I just have something really fun?
Starbucks A was taking this serious. They clearly didn't want to lose this battle. After patiently waiting, whatever they made me was definitely not on the menu. But let's see what Starbucks B has to say about that.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I was at another Starbucks down the street, and they told me that they can make a way better fun drink than you guys.
I got a bone to pick with that.
Yes, you do.
The beef has begun.
So you think that you can top them?
Oh, I know it.
Starbucks B had some beautiful color to it. Some might say the perfect shade of pink. But Starbucks A had quite the visual appeal. There can only be one winner. And I'm gonna have to go with Starbucks B.
Perfect.
This is the best day of the year.
Customers can visit their favorite 7-Eleven and come with their own cup to receive any Slurpee for just $1.99.
Slurpees are my favorite thing in the entire world. So I knew what I had to do. Buy the biggest cup I could possibly find and go to 7-Eleven to get my lifetime supply of Slurpees. As soon as we got into the store, the employee came up to us and said,
No question. Is it gonna leak on my floor?
No, it's not gonna leak, I promise.
it was time to get filled. This was so crazy that even the 7-Eleven employees were taking pictures of us. Filling the bathtub was taking a while, but luckily some random people decided to help us. And after filling it up for literally over an hour, it was time to pay.
How much is it? $2.18. Perfect.
So I carried the tub, loaded it into the truck, and brought it home for all my friends to enjoy. Who can get to the $10,000 without getting hit? Gorilla, dinosaur, or banana? All players have to be careful because the X-Shot Skins Griefer has enough power to hit multiple targets up to 90 feet away.
To start, I'm using the all-new Shark Skin Blaster. Go T-Rex!
Their new air pocket darts go further, faster, and are even more accurate.
Oh, let's go!
X-Shot's incredible printing technology makes these skins all incredible.
Now I'm using my favorite blaster, the Apocalypse. All right, Banana, go for it.
The X-Shot Skins Griefer range comes in 6 different epic skins.
Bruh.
Yo, he got so close. Go, gorilla. Where is he?
Choose different, choose X-Shot skins. Today I found a sign for a missing dog named Nibbles with a $50,000 reward. And I had to do whatever it would take to get the return the dog to its rightful owner. So I went to the first place a dog would run away to, the dog toy store. But Nibbles was nowhere to be seen. I then realized I was moving too slow and headed to his last known location, the dog park. Upon arriving, I realized this was going to be much harder than I had expected. I made a few trips around the park and carefully observed each dog, but still no Nibbles. I was starting to give up until I found this. A note with Nibbles' name on it, on the back of a Dobrik's pizza receipt. So I went to Dobrik's and found another dog that wasn't Nibbles. I was getting discouraged, but wasn't ready to give up. Until I received a notification that Nibbles was found 3 years ago, and I wasted my entire day. I can't believe they didn't notice. My dad and I have been coming to this restaurant for as long as I can remember. And honestly, this place almost feels like home. But it's missing something. And that's when it hit us. All homes have family photos on the wall, but this one doesn't. So my dad and I paid a professional photographer $10,000 to take a beautiful photo of us. We then rushed to a photo printing lab and got the photo put on a beautiful canvas. We then went back to our usual spot, snuck in the photo, and did what we had to do. This place now really does feel like home. Today I am going to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast chocolate bar fountain. But first, I've got to make one. So I went to the store and bought every single Mr. Beast bar I could find. I started by melting all the Beast chocolate down, and once they were all melted, it was time to pour it into the fountain.
It's working.
And now that the chocolate fountain is complete, I decided to make some treats for Mr. Beast. I made some chocolate covered strawberries, apples, more strawberries. Jimmy, I hope you enjoy these. Once they were all covered in chocolate, I had to put them in the freezer so they would all cool down. And after waiting what felt like forever, it's now time to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast bar chocolate fountain covered fruit. I hope he appreciates this. Don't talk into the mic and I'll buy you whatever you want. Wait, Jack Doherty? Oh gosh. Okay, how old are you? I like your shirt, man. Alright, okay, fine, you won.
I know I won. This is literally my idea. You're copying me.
Okay, well...
Bro, you're just gonna buy me whatever I want.
This was not looking good. Jack was walking towards all the most expensive stores.
I think I need something more expensive.
How do you even get more expensive than this?
Trust me, I know a spot.
Oh no. Until he brought me here. This place is gonna be too expensive.
Bro, you owe me a lot.
Bro, I have not made that much money off of doing the same videos as you to come here. I have never been more scared in my entire life.
This one is 43,400.
Perfect. 100K on my wrist right now. Let's get them both.
You get one, Jack.
Alright, I'll pick the $62,000 one.
Okay, whatever you want. I can't believe I actually just did that.
Dude, this is so fire. You can copy my videos anytime now.
Mr. Beast scammed me. Yesterday, I ordered a Mr. Beast burger like I do every day. But this time, I noticed something was off. There was only one pickle on my burger. There's no way this could be right. The menu clearly says pickles with an S, meaning more than one pickle. Mr. Beast was running a scam. Jimmy is better than that. It had to have been a mistake. So I ordered another burger and I couldn't believe my eyes. One pickle again. Since this is clearly a scam, I was left with one option: to sue Mr. Beast. So I began writing a formal letter to Jimmy. I then flew the letter over to Jimmy and awaited my reply. Weeks were passing and I hadn't received anything yet. I decided it was time to confront Mr. Beast face to face. So I FaceTimed him and all he did was tell me it was a simple prank. I have a massive crush on this girl named Hannah, and last week I tried to be smooth with her.
So, do you ever think we'll be more than friends?
Yeah, Topper. If the world was ending.
I was devastated, but then that got me thinking. What if I convinced her that the world was actually ending, so that I could finally date the girl of my dreams? The first part of the plan was to invite her over.
Hey, bestie.
Once we were on the couch, I turned on the TV, and it was time for the moment I had been waiting for. So I gave my friend the green light.
Command has detected the launch of 12 nuclear missiles aimed towards the mainland United States.
The world is ending?
What should we do?
It was totally working. How could this plan possibly go wrong? Until...
What?
The video ended.
You jerk.
You said it was the only way!
I'm gonna take this notebook into a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently. I made a reservation at a 5-star restaurant and kept a low profile for the first few minutes. They weren't paying much attention to me, so I brought out my secret weapon, the notebook. The waiters are talking about me right now. Since I took it out, they have not stopped checking on me.
Okay, thank you.
The main dish that came out was their famous steak, and it was amazing. So of course I had to take my detailed notes. Once I asked for the check, the head chef and the manager came out with tons of complimentary desserts.
Is this stuff even on the menu?
This is special made for you?
After I had all of these amazing custom desserts, I opened the check and couldn't believe my eyes. The entire meal was free. So there's a bunch of secret Disneyland myths, and today we're gonna bust all of them. There is a myth that Disneyland has special air vents that smell like desserts in order to make people hungry and buy their food. So we sniffed around and found this.
Dude, this literally smells like cotton candy.
Myth confirmed. There is a myth that Disney has a basketball court inside Matterhorn Mountain. So I found an employee and had to ask.
Is that true?
That is true.
Really? There's actually one in there?
Yeah.
The next myth is that if you give a Disneyland employee a churro, they'll let you cut the line.
If I give you this churro, can I cut to the front of this line?
I'm sorry, I can't, man.
No? Okay, well, myth busted, but at least I got a churro.
This was so weird. This is called a miracle berry. And when consumed, it temporarily changes your taste buds so that sour tastes sweet.
So today we're trying it out with the least sour to the most sour foods in the world.
After taking this miracle berry, these candies should turn out sweet. Up first, we have the green apple.
No way! This tastes like straight sugar.
Food number 2, the lime.
This tastes so sweet, it's still working.
Food number 3.
Extreme sour warheads. I got this. It literally tastes like candy.
And now for our last food item, the most sour of them all.
Toxic waste. Ah! How many pumps does it take to finish a bottle of soap?
Well, lucky for you guys, my schedule wasn't looking too busy. So we're gonna find out. I knew this challenge might take weeks or even months. So I named our new little guy Calvin. Calvin and I were gonna do everything together. We started by cleaning my table, which then led me to cleaning my phone and even my car. That one kinda took a while. I knew Calvin wasn't gonna survive until Halloween. So I got our costume early this year. Don't we look great? After Calvin wrote me a sweet note, it was time to wash my hands from all the crazy work today. It took exactly 452 pumps to finish the bottle of soap. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you walked up to a millionaire's mansion and asked to sleep over?
Aren't you that kid on TikTok that wastes food?
No.
After 10 hours and almost getting in,
Me puedo dormir en tu casa.
we still couldn't get a yes until this house.
I've actually seen quite a few of your videos.
Really?
Yeah, quite a few.
Do you mind if I sleep over here?
Come on in.
This place was incredible. It had a volleyball court, a golf course, and if that wasn't already cool enough, they had a water slide. The owners were so nice and even gave me the master bedroom to sleep.
Today, I'm gonna be trying Disneyland's secret foods that nobody knows about.
So for this first one, you have to ask for the Galaxy Swirl in Star Wars Land.
This wasn't even on the menu. Let's try it out. Oh my god. What was that? This is amazing though.
And then in downtown Disney, I asked for...
Can I please do one mystical Mickey? Oh my gosh. How is this possible?
And it was the coolest drink ever. Now for the weirdest food I ever tasted.
Can I please get one of the pickled corn dogs?
And check this out.
Dude, there's literally a pickle inside.
Today I'm gonna find out if it's actually true that a lighter can last up to 50 minutes. I bought a new lighter and started the timer to find out Timmy's lifespan. Yes, I named it Timmy. We started off the day with a nice meal and then a workout. We even read a book. Timmy loves books. I decided we needed to do some yoga, but I soon realized how tired my hand was from keeping this spark alive. So I decided to get some tape to help out. And after carefully observing Timmy, he started to look really bad and ended up passing away before the 15-minute mark. I guess lighters don't last that long. Starbucks always gets people's names wrong, so today we're putting that to the test. I went into the Starbucks and the worker asked me this.
Perfect. What's your name? Topper?
As I waited for my drink, I thought there was no way they were gonna spell my name wrong. Timmy? Like Timmy Neutron? I thought maybe it was just this location, so I tried another Starbucks. This time, giving them a name they couldn't possibly mess up. Yes, Eric. E-R-I-C. Eric? Like the YouTuber? This has to be some sort of joke. I started to lose hope standing outside my third Starbucks. But this time, I got an idea. I was gonna give them the hardest name I could possibly think of. Joaquin. And now for the moment of truth. They spelled it right! I am going to create the ultimate drink by mixing together 25 different sodas. So I gathered all the most popular drinks in the world and began mixing. I was off to a rough start, but nothing was gonna stop me. I am more focused than ever. I kept mixing and mixing and mixing, and the number of drinks kept going up. Like this video if you've had any of these sodas. I was so close to being done, and finally the drink of a lifetime was complete. Now that all the sodas are mixed, it's time to taste it. Here we go. Oh my gosh, yo, this is amazing! This was the worst day of my life. Today I woke up super hungry and then thought, Chick-fil-A sounds fire. So I got out of bed, put my shoes on, and quickly ran to Chick-fil-A. I was so excited and then realized Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. I was so devastated and never wanted anybody else to feel like this. So I knew what I had to do. I waited until Chick-fil-A was opened again and then went up to order and said,
Can I please do one of everything on the menu?
I was ready to open my very own secret Chick-fil-A. There was gonna be no hungry customers on this Sunday. So I camped out until it was the next Sunday and got to work. I set up the table, grabbed all the Chick-fil-A, and I even had my own custom Chick-fil-A uniforms. Within seconds, we already had customers. We even had a guy who wanted our drive-thru.
Have a good one, okay?
How much do I owe you?
It's free today, you're good. We'll see you later.
This is awesome.
And even a dog. This was the best Sunday ever. Today I am magnet fishing with the world's strongest magnet. There are tons of videos on the internet of people finding crazy things in large bodies of water. I went to the ocean with a 400-pound magnet to try my luck. And nothing. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. So I tried the famous cowboy technique. After countless of attempts and almost losing the rope, I felt something heavy.
Oh my gosh, dude, look at this.
I pulled as fast as I could with all my might. And finally, this is Disneyland.
And this is Universal.
The two most famous and popular amusement parks in the world. And today my goal is simple, to start some beef.
I heard that Universal's better than Disneyland. Do you guys think that's true?
They can try as hard as they want. They're never gonna beat us.
The beef has begun.
I heard that Universal makes better drinks than Disneyland. Is that true?
No, we make the best.
Disneyland had some words to say about Universal, and their confidence was peaking. This is gonna be hard to compete with. Universal wasn't happy about that.
I don't care. I think we are better.
So Universal's better.
Absolutely.
They had their own opinions on Disneyland.
Drink-wise, honestly, Universal actually has some really good drinks.
Yeah?
I would also say they're more decently priced than Disney.
This has gone way past the small beef I was trying to start.
Disneyland says that they're way better than Universal. Is that true?
Never.
Do you guys think that's true? Bruh.
What have I done? Which park do you think is better? Today I am building the world's largest pizza. Eric invited me to help him break the previous world record for the world's largest pizza, which was 114 feet. And I'm gonna figure out how many slices of pizza it's gonna take to beat that record. This was gonna be a piece of cake. Or should I say, pizza. We started by putting thousands of slabs of dough together, adding the cheese, pepperoni, and buckets of red sauce on the entire thing. But after 15 hours of non-stop work and pizza making, I found out it took 82,352. She said yes. This is Annie, and I've been talking to her for a couple of months now and decided today was the day I was going to ask her the big question. People make it their mission to take the craziest photos on Splash Mountain, and today I was going to become one of those people. I planned this for weeks in advance with my friends and even practiced at home to get the timing right. The day came where me and my friends were going to make this a day she would never forget. I had the surprise in my backpack all day, and Annie had no idea what was about to happen. We had Annie sit in the front, so there is no way that she could possibly see what we were doing behind her. The time came for the big drop. We had everything set, and I was hoping that the wind and water didn't ruin my surprise. I rushed her to view the photo before it went off the screen, and I asked, "Will you be my girlfriend?" She was completely shocked. And what happens when you bring a horse to a dog groomer?
I want to get my dog groomed.
They brought out the entire team and even the manager to debate this request.
It's because I don't think they're certified.
But as I suspected, they rejected me. Pony was so crushed after being rejected that she wouldn't even have her favorite drink from Starbucks. So we went to the next pet groomer, and after another debate, Pony was defeated. We galloped confidently to our next groomer, the most fancy pet spa in LA, called Groom, Dog Care with Love. So I walked up and asked,
I'm looking to get my dog groomed.
This is Tula. She's a big girl.
Okay, let me get the groomer.
It's time for the moment of truth.
So would you be open to grooming Tula?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
It actually worked! Pony loved her bath, her haircut, and even her new French braid with the bow. What happens when you leave a car covered in money in public? I have no idea, but today we're gonna figure it out. We started by covering my Tesla in dollar bills one by one. This was taking way too long. After 4 hours, it was finally time to place the last dollar bill. Now it's time to see how people react. But there was just one problem. We still had to drive the car into public. We could risk losing all the money on the way there. So this left us with no choice but to send it. Everyone was staring. I knew that once we got to the spot, it would be absolute craziness. We parked and instantly people started taking money. We were losing dollar bills by the second. The car was getting swarmed. Even a kid took some. It was time to move to our next location. This spot was even crazier. The car went from being completely covered to almost empty within seconds until the security guard rolled up. Luckily, I was able to bribe him with some of the $1 bills. Hundreds of people had taken money off this car, and before I knew it, all the money was gone. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you walked up to a millionaire's mansion and asked them to swim in their pool?
I'm asking millionaires if I can swim in their pool.
I'm not a millionaire, I'm a billionaire.
This house won't work.
After countless attempts,
Can I swim in your pool?
No.
No.
Heck no.
I was starting to question if the word yes still existed.
Can I please swim in your pool? No.
Even at the drive-thru.
No.
To make things even worse, it started pouring rain. I almost gave up until this house.
Excuse me. Wait, Jack?
Topper, can I swim in your pool?
I guess.
This is Jack, a 19-year-old who lives in a $10 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills. He even has a purple Lamborghini in his garage. After touring the house, I finally got to get into a millionaire's pool, and my mission was complete. Today I got the best news of my life.
Free Subway for life. It'll cost you a 12 by 12 inch tattoo of a foot-long thug.
So I did the obvious. I called a professional body paint artist and was given very specific instructions to pull this off. Number 1, shave your chest. Number 2, pay me $1,000. After both of these were complete and the sandwich was on my stomach, it was go time.
Okay, so I heard online that if you have a Subway sandwich tattoo, that you get free Subway.
1 second. I have something for you. This card gives you free Subway for life.
Oh my gosh, dude, no way!
Let me go find it. It should be right here.
Chloe,
What?
your pants. What happened to your jeans?
Oh my god! Oh my god! What happened? Oh my...
No way.
Bro!
No way.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
bad.
Holy,
It's so
it's
bad.
really bad. You just got the
So
jacket?
bad.
Bro, it's really bad. Wait,
Bro,
wait, turn
you're
around. Let me
serious,
see.
bro.
Oh my god.
You're serious,
It's
bro.
everywhere. Oh god, here, just take off the jacket.
This is an oxygen bottle, which I bought for $20. I thought oxygen was free. Whatever. Today we're gonna find out if it's actually useful by doing as many push-ups as I possibly can in 60 seconds. I began by starting the timer and doing as many push-ups as possible without any extra oxygen supply, and guys,
32.
push-ups done. Now it's time to see if this thing actually works.
Oxygen time.
I started my timer and used the oxygen as needed. Would this improve my performance?
Gotta keep going.
I was exhausted, but able to keep going. My 60 seconds were up, and I got...
Woo! 84.